Hi there everyone, your Power What's on the vlog. So, package arrived. Technically it arrived yesterday, but no one was home to pick it up, so they just sent it to this post office, which is actually not the post office I would normally go to, like when I would, anyways, yeah, like the post office I like normally go to whenever I would like mail things. That's technically in the town that I used to live in, and this post office here is in the town I live in. It's just, I'm not as familiar with like this post office as I am with that old one, and like even like just driving to this one, I'm not too familiar with like the roads around here, even though I've lived in like this town for 2.5 years at this point. But yeah, this package, actually this happened last year too. Like this, a similar package arrived at home last year around this time, and then I had to go pick it up here because I wasn't able to pick it up. But let's talk about that when I get home, because I want to open this up. Okay, time to open this package. And this package I'm really excited to open, just because, I mean, I get one of these every year, so yeah. And what color is the box this year? That's something I'm actually mildly curious about. And the box is green. Okay, I like green. Green's my favorite color. Although, like, I've recently started shifting to like more of like a bluish, greenish color as my favorite color. But green is still cool. Okay, so inside this box is a Hobonichi Techo. The Hobonichi Techo, it's like a day planner slash journal slash sketchbook slash life book, whatever you want it to be, really. And it's made by Shigesato Itoi's company. Shigesato Itoi is the one that created the Mother series, which is a series that's near and dear to my heart. So I really like the Hobonichi Techos. It's something I've been doing since like 2017. I write in my Techo every day. I'll sketch every once in a while as well, and I mean, like, I even like show off the pages of my Techo like at the end of vlogs. Like if a vlog like was on the 31st of December, like I'll show that the Techo that corresponds to that page, or the page on my Techo that corresponds to that day. But yeah, I'm opening it right now, so this is my Hobonichi Techo 2020 planner unboxing video. And I really like how these things are packaged, just because like these boxes are always like a different color. Last year's was orange, the year before I think was pink, and then the year before that was yellow? Not sure, but there's a little quote here. Once words were engraved on stones, once words were exchanged from mouth to mouth. Yes, people could not help it, because they were so precious, we all want to keep words alive. Neat. And there's different types of Techos. Like there's the English one, because the company that makes Hobonichi Techos, they're based in Japan. And like there's regular Japanese ones. There's ones that like are only 6 months. Those are called like half-year Techos. They even have like a 5-year Techo. And I'm pretty sure there's like others, but yeah. So opening it right now, the first thing I see is a cover. This is like an ocean cover thing. It's not what I'm going to be using next year when I start using my 2020 Techo. This cover, really, it's going to be what's covering my current Techo, like the 2019 one, because my 2019 Techo is right here, and I really like this Earthbound cover. It's called the Memories cover, and I want to use that for as long as possible, until maybe like a Mother 3 Collections Memories cover thing comes out. Then I'll probably switch to that, because Mother 3 is one of my favorite games as well. But the Ocean one is still like a nice little one, just to collect, to see, like, I don't know, if I ever want to go look back at my 2019 Techo, I'll know which one it is, because I'm going to need a way to store it, because I keep all the Techos I have and the old covers that they were in as well. Paper. So here is the 2020 Techo, and also here's the pen. Now also the pens that come with Techos, they're also different colors as well. Last year, or well, this current year, the 2019 pen is white. Then the year before that, I believe, was yellow, and the year before that was light blue. but cool, red. And since I'm going to be using this in tandem with the Earthbound cover, like, it kind of makes sense because red is a color that's associated with the Mother series. But cool. And also, Techos come with another like weird little oddity. Last year came with like a bear figure. There was one year where they came with like a toast plate, and another year where like had like a meal planning dice. And this year, I don't know what this is. Well, I guess I'll unwrap this first. What is this? Yeah, I don't know what this is, but I guess I'll find out. It's a box of, what is this? I'm really confused. What? There's a note here in Japanese that I can't read. And then whatever these things are, there's like 4 of these like tiny cards. Huh, interesting. Well, I'm just gonna put this back in this box. I don't know what I'm gonna be using this for or what its purpose is, but it's just a neat little novelty that it's for this year's Techo. Next up here is the cover. Really cool. Also, there's like a little insert here. I don't know what this... That's cool. Like it's just... Oh, it's like a tiny card of like what this actual cover is. Okay. And then what's this insert? This insert says Lifebook. In order to prolong the life of your product, here's some information to know before you use it. Just don't, like, treat this nicely, basically, is what it's saying. Huh, it's weird. I was expecting this to come with, like, a cover on cover, which is, like, a plastic thing. Let me show my Techo as an example again. So you see how my Techo, like, there's, like, this little plastic cover? It basically protects your Techo from things like dirt, dust, water. I mean, I don't really need a cover on cover for this one just because it's just gonna be stored like with my other old Techos, but still. So here's the pen. Each pen, if I can focus the camera on it. Yeah, so each pen, there's 3 different ink colors in it. There's black, blue, and red. And this pen works really well with like the type of paper that the Hobonichi Techos use, which is like, I believe they call it Tomoe River paper, I think, but it works really well with that. And I don't know, these are just really neat pens. So I can't wait to use this one, especially since the one that I'm using is probably gonna run out of ink by the end of the year. So yeah, this will be really good for 2020. Now for the Techo itself. I really like using the Techos, like I've said before. They're a ton of fun just to like keep track of your day-to-day life or whatever, or just have like a little checklist of things to do, which is basically what I use it as. Like I write down a little checklist of like, oh, I need to do this for today, which is usually just like, I'm gonna need to edit or record or upload today. But sometimes I write down my thoughts, sometimes I doodle. There's a little comic. That's cool. What's that? Let's fully open this. Okay, wow. Interesting. And there's also a back thing as well. So here's like the front side, which again is like a neat little comic. So this comic, it's basically about a child who's like, what can I write in my Techo? Oh, there's a lot of neat things I can write, which is cool. And then here's what the backside looks like. That's neat. They didn't have this before with last year's Techo. But yeah, there's even like the 6 different types. There's standard Japanese version, the cousin, the original AVEC, the English one, the weekly one, and then the 5-year one. So there's 6 different types of Techos. And then there's a little thing like examples on how to use your Techo. Keep schedule, write a diary, draw, record a hobby, write to-do lists, track meals, things like that. Just in general, like there's a lot that's actually like listed here, but it's cool. So here is the Techo itself. Again, I really like this planner slash life book. It's just really cool. And each page, of course, is like shown here. And there's also little quotes for every other day. So like whenever you turn a page, you get a new quote. And also, what's on the back? Because the back also has some interesting things. Okay, so on the back, it just lists local festivals in Japan, which is kind of cool actually. There was, I think the one last year was like different types of desserts from different countries, or that might have been the year before. I don't remember, but the back side of each Techo is always different. Oh, and this side, or this page, talks about bento boxes. So, that's also cool. But, yeah, I can't wait to start using this. So here's everything laid out, and like I've said before, I really, really love using the Hobonichi Techo. It's just like a neat little way to keep track of things, and it's a way for me to like just write and jot down my notes and thoughts or whatever. But yeah, really excited to use this one once 2020 arrives. So that's gonna be fun. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and if you got yourself a Hobonichi Techo, write it down below in the comments and like write down what you use it for, because that'd be interesting. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this vlog. Thank you all so much for watching, and see you all next time for another one. Later.